Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Animal Well for the final time. Definitely, because I'm just running out of stuff to do. There are still 4 more eggs to find. Maybe there's one here, although... Well, yeah, I'm in the top left corner, I suppose. Let's start there. Or maybe let's start with this, because I did take another look at this situation here, and I just cannot figure it out. I mean, there seems to be nothing in this room at all. No way to switch these blocks, and I just would have to switch while standing in between these two, and I cannot do that. I don't know. I don't know if I'm just being particularly stupid, if there's some sort of obvious solution, but nothing makes sense to me. So unfortunately, that's something I'm gonna have to look up. I mean, I'm almost certainly going to have to look up just a list of all the eggs. Hopefully they're just gonna... Hopefully someone just numbered them all 1 through 64, and then I can just look up which ones I'm missing. Because thankfully you see them all on the shelf there. And then I'll just pick up the remaining ones. Because... Well, okay, right. Another thing I never even mentioned while playing last time. Was it last time that we solved the cat puzzle? Yeah. So, of course, initially I thought that we would find the super long melody to play by finding all the eggs, right? Because that more or less lined up with the amount of with the number of notes I would be getting, the number of instructions. But then the solution ended up being entirely cat related. So obviously, the eggs are still going to give us some sort of sequence, but maybe it's just going to open up something. I mean, there's not a whole lot of room here, but technically this wall here looks like it could be. It's just one of those gray brick walls. I looked at the room again, and yeah, that looks like it could just slide open, reveal something, or, you know, we could get teleported, as we've been a couple of times now. Or we don't even play the melody here, I guess. That's also possible. But yeah, we definitely need all the eggs for that first. Is there even anything else? I've looked at over this map so many dozens of times now that I'm kind of starting to lose my mind. Right, there is still... I mean, I looked at the skull room and couldn't figure out anything. I mean, that's where I ended last time, right? I think. So yeah, that just doesn't make sense to me. There is this, which might just be related to solving all the secrets or something. I mean, this is... I guess this place here is canonically our home, I guess. Our protagonist's home. Someone's home. And open with a home key. Maybe upstairs there's really just some sort of Easter egg dev room with some, I don't know, funny messages or something like that. I don't know. Right, there is, of course, also still, I keep forgetting, there is still one chest here that we will have access to after finding all the eggs. Right. I feel like there was one more thing. Oh, yes, of course. So, last time, I guess I was kind of rushing to end the episode, and while I opened up this block over here, right, revealing the very disappointing reward, I never even went back over here, where there is another one of those blocks, and after I was done recording, I thought, wait a second, these kinds of blocks with the same icon have always been connected, like the same mechanism has been moving all of them, even across multiple rooms. So, since we moved the one on the right out of the way, maybe we just, or, you know, probably we just moved this one out of the way as well. So, there is still another wall in the way, but at least I should check that out, right? And also check if maybe something changed and I can use the incubator. I did not do that because I wanted to do it on camera. But, yeah, I decided to make my way up here instead. As I said, I took another look at at this switch wall situation here. Unfortunately, to no avail. And then I made my way up here. Okay. Now, you can, of course, use the wheel to roll across this. But then, of course, you cannot jump nearly high enough. That's kind of what I feared just from looking at this. I also did try something like this, but you just cannot gain enough height. And there's nothing that will stop you from immediately falling on the spikes, as far as I can tell. I mean, there's no way you can, like, create a bubble underneath you quickly enough. It just doesn't work. However, I have been able to do this kind of thing. That was yesterday, though, so... Oh god, I don't have the rhythm anymore. I can't do it. Okay, I need to jump with more confidence, but also I get the timing all wrong. Main menu, quit, continue. So I have all the extra hearts. Nope. Okay, there we go. So that's possible. And then this is possible. But I have actually tried a couple of times, several times, and it just doesn't seem to work to just turn around and throw in the opposite direction and do it with the same timing. Which makes sense, because you still have some sort of some amount of momentum going toward the right, and when you turn around, you jump just isn't the same. I hold to the left, but I barely move, so the timing just doesn't work out that way. But I actually had another idea. First, I'm gonna have to make this again. I pressed the wrong button. No, I messed up. Yeah, okay, I don't know if that's... Honestly, the wheel probably doesn't even fit in there. No, dang it. I thought maybe I could jump off... I kind of want to try, though. Nope. What's the timing? How do you do it? How is it possible? It's gotta be possible. This is the only way that I can see it, how this could possibly work. Okay, there, I didn't throw a disc at all. I did try pressing both buttons at the same time. That's what I tried to do there. Unless I'm supposed to switch to the bubble, create a bubble so I can have a platform to stand on and then do a jump? Oh my god. I mean, could that work in theory? Sure. In practice? What? I didn't even create a bubble at all. Okay. Okay, I guess, yeah, I'm still recording. It's just another bunny. It's number 7. I don't know if that was the one and only solution, but holy crap. I mean, I suppose it took me less than 10 minutes overall. Probably significantly less than that, but obviously dozens and dozens of attempts. And, yeah, I don't know. Okay, that just opens... the exit here. And that wasn't even an egg. Okay, so the bunnies... I mean, I guess... some of the bunnies were trivial to get to. Others took a ton of effort. Like, specifically the one that required, drawing all the numbers. That was obviously a huge effort for just a single bunny. And then there is this crazy puzzle up here. Or, well, puzzle. Platforming challenge. Also for a bunny. And again, no confirmation whatsoever. So we now have 7 of them. And their number is actually counted in the save file. It gives the number of eggs and the number of bunnies. So... I mean, that's fascinating and all, but... yeah, I don't know. I just don't know what the bunnies do for me, of course. Or how many more there might be. I mean, there was that one painting over here somewhere, the one UV painting that showed. Was it there? I think it's in this room here. That showed the bunny making those potions. 7 filled bottles. We now have 7 bunnies, but again, no confirmation or anything. 2 more empty bottles, possibly 2 more bunnies. Obviously, needless to say, I have no idea where else to look unless it is in one of the places that I know are there. I mean, I guess the one thing that I know, I don't know that there is anything to do there, but there's definitely something I want to check. And I'm expecting at least to have made some more progress here by having removed this block. Is, well, right here. So we're gonna head back there, and depending on what that gives us, I think I'm gonna have one more scan of the map, but after that it might be time to just straight up look for certain solutions. I guess starting with the remaining eggs. Yeah, because maybe whatever you get from the final chest after the final egg door is something that helps you with detecting more bunnies. Maybe that somehow gives you hints or makes finding them easier or something. I don't know. That could be, because it seems like the bunnies are overall, well, some of them were trivial, some of them are very involved, right? So those are overall definitely more hidden and more secret than the eggs are, which are just a pretty normal collectible. And the ones that I'm missing are almost certainly just not even that well hidden, just in little places that I overlooked. You know, with 64 of them, having found at least 60, we'll see if I find any more, but, you know, at least 60 out of 64 is pretty good, I would say. And obviously, none of that is even required, even remotely required to beat the game. So, yeah, I'm well happy with that, but, you know, it's very possible that the bunnies are just the next level up, basically, after you're done collecting the, you know, collecting all the eggs, which is already quite the task, but still, all in all, pretty mundane, all things considered. But the bunnies, yeah, some of those definitely involve a bit more than just a good eye and, you know, paying attention and just doing normal platforming challenges and normal puzzles. Anyway, enough talk. I will make my way all the way to the bottom of the map again, to the final zone, and we're going to take a look at that other Manticore block. And hopefully, well, I don't know, hopefully that's going to do something meaningful. Or maybe it's just another bunny. Okay, back in the incubator room, and obviously I would have tried everything here before, right? Everything but the wheel, I suppose, which we didn't have at the time. Yeah, there is a glass ceiling here, and some room above that, which is certainly a bit interesting. A bit interesting. Honestly, I don't remember at all how much I explored around here. This is just to show you that there is some room to the left, I guess. Well, we don't know what the incubator is going to do. Okay, the block is out of the way. I had to actually move the Manticore block again because it reset between game reloads. But I did notice that before, that the other one was back in place. So I moved it out of the way again, and yeah, there is just some sort of brick wall on the other side, but we can make our way through here. And really, it's breakout. I was gonna just try all the different tools, but I guess it was the first one I tried. I guess I'll take it. Well, yeah, okay, we already know that does that. Can we just stop it? Thank you. Okay. Well, I wouldn't say that was very obvious, but I would have just tried everything. I don't know if other tools would have also broken them. Probably not, though. I mean, obviously, yeah, those blocks, the way they disappeared and everything, that was very much breakout or Arkanoid. So, wait. crap. Nothing here lights up when we stand in front of this thing. That's kind of what I was hoping, honestly. I mean, I don't know what would light up. Usually this was near a teleport. And all we needed to do was just literally play any note or just take out the flute. Well, I was hoping for something. Clearly we need to play some sort of melody here, but I have absolutely no idea. I don't think I have any kind of clue. Literally no clue for what to play here. Unless there's something hidden near the ceiling or something. What? How did that happen? No. I just saw those couple of bricks sticking out there, and that's that. That's disappointing. I mean, obviously this has to be meaningful. Maybe doing something with the incubator is going to reveal something. It's going to reveal a melody to play. Ouch. Come on. Yeah, we'll need some sort of giant egg to put here, I guess. And that's going to create another manticore. Oh yeah, there. Right, we saw at one point there was some sort of mural about the manticore hatching from an egg. And there being dogs on the sides. These are not dogs, no, these are rats. So, I don't know. Anyway, I mean, I think that's just the extent of what I can do. I just cannot think of anything else to try. And I don't really feel like randomly running across the map, or let alone re-exploring every single room. I've literally been through every single room in the game, specifically looking for secrets and things. And, well, what I have been able to achieve so far is the best that I could do. I guess at this point I admit defeat and just... yeah, I'm just gonna start looking up solutions. Well, again, I'm gonna start with the eggs. I'm gonna go back to the egg room. Like so. We'll take a look at which ones are missing. Is there any kind of hint? No, I mean, once you've activated these, they just stay active. As far as I can tell. We already saw the UV hint here. That just tells you about the different heights of the nodes. Or the values, I suppose, as they're on the eggs. Right. Ah, come on. Come on. One final chest. What might you hold? What could possibly be in there? I see one from the top row, one from the second, and two from the last. Okay. I mean, surely someone must have written a guide to get all the eggs. That seems like something that would exist. So I'm just gonna count which ones I'm missing, and I'm gonna look up the information. Or try my best anyway, and then we'll go ahead and collect those. Okay, just a quick update. I'm still in the egg room. I did find the information I wanted, because it turns out there is a very extensive wiki about the game that lists all the various eggs in different ways as well, alphabetically, as well as by their ordering on the shelf, which is, of course, exactly what I wanted. So I should be able to identify all the ones that are missing. In fact, I already identified the first one that's missing on the top shelf there. I know where it is. I'm a little bit a little bit annoyed. It's definitely something that I could have found. It's a place that I kind of searched. Just, I was not using the right tool, and the tool to use is pretty obvious in hindsight. I did even use it in that room, but I just got unlucky, I suppose. Or rather, I did not get lucky. I guess I could have accidentally found it very easily, but I just didn't, so yeah, whatever. Maybe well, I don't know. In hindsight, yeah, it kind of makes sense. There is a connection, but also, you know, there is so many variables. Anyway, the reason I'm still here and still sleeping is because when I first came back after, you know, having been tapped out of the game, looking at my browser, when I came back, I was sure I saw something. I saw that. Is it still... It's... Wow, you have no time. Okay. I bet you have to... you have to catch the bunny. Actually, why don't we... Wait, if it's gonna appear above my head, like that. I'm assuming it's gonna happen anywhere. Oh, there it is. And I touched it and it counted. Of course it did. Well, bunny number 8. That's, at this point I'm not even surprised anymore. Anyway, I'm gonna make my way to the room where I'll find the next egg. The first of the missing 4 eggs. So the egg we're missing is here, in this spot. I mean, obviously I have been wondering about this. Well, it's specifically right around here, I think. And there is another secret in the kangaroo room. The kangaroo-shaped room. Oh, you know what? I think... Call me crazy, but did I even comment on those blocks looking different? And also, I swear I've seen similar looking blocks elsewhere. Maybe in hindsight, maybe if I had happened to revisit this place, I would have come up with a solution. The thing is, those blocks there... can we please just... Why are you throwing straight down from here? What? Because... Oh, because we're standing on a... on this kind of platform, I see. That's so strange, though. Yeah. Oh. Wait, how? Interesting. Okay, so it's not completely trivial either, but yeah, those blocks... are bouncy ball blocks that you destroy via bouncy ball. And I guess you have to somehow hit both of them? Hit all of them? I don't know if it's only 2. Just pressing the wrong buttons everywhere and forever. Okay. Okay. And here we just destroy all of them. Enough of them. Somewhere in here there's supposed to be a chest. So, yeah, it's just a matter of... Okay, there it is. I mean, I guess I might as well start climbing my way up. Like so. Vanity egg, there it is. I don't think anything special is supposed to happen once all the blocks are gone. Once the breakout level is solved. But I guess it might eventually happen. Well, unless the ball finds its way out of this room here and disappears again. Oh boy. On the map it's an absolute mess. There could be something more. Ooh, there could be something behind this wall here. Looks kind of suspicious, doesn't it? Oh no, no, no. Well, good thing I was standing here. Oh, there totally was something. Wait. No, it's just a way. Oh, yes, of course, I saw these. This would have been so much easier. In hindsight. This would have been so much easier. Okay. Yeah, I completely forgot that this corner of the room looked different somehow. I forgot in what way it looked different. But yeah, if I had been thinking about it a bit more, maybe I would have figured it out. Okay. Anyway, so that solves some mystery. Eventually the chest would have been delivered straight to me. Okay. Next egg over here, apparently. Pretty close to where we were, actually. And this one, well, for the previous one, I'm not really mad at myself for not figuring it out, because it's just, you know, it could have happened, but it was not super obvious. Not at the time. This one, I'm a little bit annoyed about, because I'm pretty sure that there is even... Yeah, there is totally an egg marker right here, and I was wondering, I was looking at this room, and thinking, where? But then I figured out it was probably just in the adjacent room. No, it's not in the adjacent room. It's gotta be in this one. And I tried a couple of things. I looked at this, I saw the turtle statues, and I saw the eggs, and I thought, is there something here? I don't know. I guess not. And then I just didn't try the obvious thing. You literally just tap the flute, well, and then you die. But then you just jump across, and there it is. The evil egg. What's evil about it? It should be a turtle egg. Yeah, this one, I'm definitely a little bit annoyed at myself. Because this was extremely figure-outable. Oh well, anyway, moving on. 2 more to go. Right? Right. Okay, and it's here, where we got, it's after the snake section, where we got the remote. And look at these blocks. Look familiar? Mm-hmm. Of course. I mean, I certainly didn't specifically remember these being here, but I mean, I knew I had seen. Oh, this is where we. I knew I had seen them in different locations. Ah, yes, okay. Well, I guess we maybe just want to lock ourselves in here and get bouncing. Okay. So we're actually playing Breakout. I mean, of course, since I looked it up, I already knew that, but it's super neat, of course. Actually, oh, that's a bit awkward. Let's blend in the middle. That's way better. Can we please have the ball over here? I guess I can just catch it. Okay, so it eventually revealed that there is blue fruit up there, which is nice, I suppose, but certainly not worth the wait, or really worth getting, I guess. Anyway, take the remote to close off the room, switch to the ball, and then just play some actual Breakout. I guess we don't really have to win by clearing everything. Well, okay, we have to not mess up before we get to the chest. That much is clear. We cannot speed up or anything, so our speed is what it is. And I would definitely not say that I'm particularly great at this game, but I mean, this is a very basic level as far as Breakout is concerned, and I certainly have played, well, not Breakout, but Arkanoid on the Super Nintendo was definitely... I definitely played that a lot as a kid. Again, never was particularly good at it or anything, but I did play it a lot. And I got what I wanted, I suppose. Good enough. And it's a neon egg. Nice. Okay. 1 more egg to go. Egg number 63. Let's do it. And would you look at that, it's more Breakout blocks. Of course. I mean, I guess... in a way, then I'm relieved that most of the remaining ones were actually connected to these blocks, and I just have not been... Well, I guess it certainly... Oh, right. I forgot about that. It certainly doesn't help that I never figured out the, you know, that they're breakable in the very kangaroo room where I found the bouncy ball to begin with. Oh, are you just in an infinite loop, actually? Interesting. Surely you gotta break out of there. Break out of there, eventually. Huh. Oh. Oh, so if you collect the block, if you collect the ball, the blocks don't come back. That's interesting. And good to know. Okay, here I guess we jump up and then press the wrong button, as I do every single time. Okay. But then we have to do it again? Oh, you know what? We can... eventually find the correct item. Jesus. Okay. Good enough. Can we not? Oh, we cannot use the remote while riding the thing. That's fine. We can just do this again. Oh, do this again. How are we gonna hit that? And keep it hit? Wait, how? Okay, first we should probably close this. If I get squished, I'm probably just gonna respawn. You know what? Since this was kind of annoying to get to, I'm going to read up on the solution. I've stopped reading after the location that I need to go to, but this seems not obvious to me. Like, I mean, I guess I could use this, but that's not gonna help unless I can. Nope. I see. So the bouncy ball actually does not turn into the breakout ball unless it hits breakout blocks first. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that as well. Anyway, this is something. And also this is going to go up and into these missing rooms here. So that's going to answer one major question. And apparently that all... yeah, that's the biggest, by far the biggest chunk of map that's missing. In fact, it's really the last one at this point. And it's for an egg. It's not even for a super major secret. But, yeah, I'm just gonna look up how to do this so I don't get squished, ideally, and have to start over. Okay, turns out I'm not doing it right. Because, yeah, this is probably just not doable from here. Thankfully, I can reset. There is just... wait, but... no. This doesn't look like it's gonna open at all. Like it's gonna... those are not... those were just straight up bricks. Okay. I'm calling shenanigans here because that is just not fair. If this had been soil, then sure, I would have dug through it. But that just straight up looked like bricks. Anyway, yeah, that makes this block go up. So of course now we can just use the slink, not get smushed. Do that, that raises that, okay. Interesting, we got a one of those blocks. Right, now we're here. There's an egg in here, apparently. I mean, I would hope so. Oh, okay. I see. So that's what we're trying to get. Apparently there are also 3 switches in this room, then? Or are they actually in adjacent rooms? In the adjacent rooms? Well, first we're gonna have to move that block out of the way, so we're just gonna wheel it up. Oh, hello. Sure, we can also do that. Is there a reason why we created a bridge here? Oh, apparently there's something underwater. Okay. Or rather, close to the water, I should say. So we actually want to do something like this. Okay, button number 1. Pretty tricky, I like it though. Assuming that's all there is, might be. And the other 2 buttons are just gonna be over here then. Thankfully this is still open. Okay, and we got more breakout to do, as well as... I don't know, something, maybe? Let's see. Well, I mean, we can obviously open that up, and then... yeah. Something like that? Okay, I see. I guess we're gonna close that up. So it's gonna stay trapped in there, and then... yeah, we gotta do that in fact, and then we just stand here, wait for it to randomly hit the button, we drop down, we're trapped in here, not really though, and I guess we dig some more, yeah, because of course. Well, there's a button, there's a way out. There's only 2 out of 3 though. Oh. Oh, we could have dug into here? No way. Really? No? Why was there a single diggable block up there? Oh, there's... okay, there was just more destructible here. Oh, another way out. Huh. Strange. There's gotta be something more though. Where could the final button be? Where's even room for it? Oh, hey there. You got the cat chasing the rabbit. I should have known. Of course it was the top breaking floor that didn't look breakable, and it was over here on the far side of these blocks. Okay. And the button is up here, and of course there's more breakable. And it's the crystal egg. Egg well. Find all secret eggs. Well, thanks for the achievement game. I got most of them by myself. So, you know, I'm a little bit proud of myself. But obviously I cannot take all the credit. That's fine. Finally it's time to find out what it was all... whether it was all worth it and what it was all for. The final door opens. All the eggs are collected. Look at it. It's glorious. So are there enough missing? I guess. We're looking for 8 ones to be empty. No, wait, we don't. What am I saying? That's no longer the case, because that was only my assumption while I thought these were going to create the links code. But no. We got 1, well, 2, 3, 4 eggs that are blank. In which case, I guess those just don't count? I don't know. That would be kind of weird, but... maybe not the weirdest thing we've seen. Anyway, that's... first things first. Come on. Just too impatient now. The 65th egg. Oh. We got 65 eggs. Okay. Now this would be the moment to tell me that there are, in fact, a total of 128 eggs. Or something. Nothing else here, huh? Just... Yet another egg. Is it here somewhere? Oh, is the 65th egg the one that we bring to the incubator? It did have a bit of an evil face on it, right? Oh, and then we play this melody. Of course. We play the melody that this spells out at the, or, you know, to the left of the incubator. Right? That's gotta be it. I mean, I guess, let's get counting. And what to do about the empty ones? I mean, I guess I'll just leave them out. It's odd to me, but I mean, I'll give it a try. I'll transcribe it to the best of my knowledge, or, you know, to just the way that makes sense to me. If that doesn't work out, I guess I'm just gonna look up the sequence one more time. I mean, it's 64 freaking notes. There's a very good chance that I'm just gonna, even if I do get it right, that I'm just gonna input it wrong somehow. But it seems pretty straightforward at this point, now that we have all the eggs. I don't know. I'll give it a shot. Yeah, it's gotta be down there. I mean, we need to play some sort of melody there. There is no other indication in the room itself. And there is the egg room next to it. I mean, I suppose if we can actually do something with this 65th egg in the incubator room, then I'm 100% sure that this melody is meant for the room next to it. If somehow we still can't use the incubator, then I guess I have absolutely no idea. But we'll test that, at least, before looking up more info. Okay, time for the final puzzle, or puzzles. Hopefully. Yes. Okay. At least my hunch in that regard was correct. We got a new Manticore. Wait, do we want that? Are you my friend now? You're not my friend, are you? You're absolutely not my friend. Screw you. Oh my god. Is the only reason to do this? Are you still... You're gonna follow me here. Oh my god. Oh no. Is the only reason to do that in case you didn't break the blocks? No, but... Yeah, wait. Oh... I didn't need to do that at all, did I? Oh, you're... Okay. Of course. You're just gonna kill me. And I didn't save down there. Because I didn't think I needed to. Okay. Well... That's fantastic. I mean, there wasn't really a save point there, so I guess I couldn't have saved. Well, this is awkward. Okay, so... I was gonna say, before I was so rudely interrupted by death, that... You know, we needed to have access to this mechanism, which was behind glass. The glass, as far as I can tell, could only be broken by the Manticore. And so at one point I said something like, you know, okay, sure, if it's missable, because, you know, you might not have broken it by the time you destroy the Manticore or free him or whatever, then maybe it makes sense that this was all just optional. But of course it wasn't really, because we needed to move it out of the way there to also move it out of the way here to gain access to this thing. Which of course might now not be related to the egg at all, because, I don't know, I thought maybe we'd place the egg here and then we'd have to head over here, play the melody, and that would cause maybe a friendly Manticore to hatch or something, you know? Something nice like that. Also, how did I miss it? There's apparently a corridor down there. Wait a second. Did I just miss that? Something that connects down there and allows us to look into the incubator room? Or there could be something more. Ah, dang it. I'm gonna have to investigate that at some point. Maybe I'll just do that. I mean, it's not hard to get back to, it's just... Ugh, like, I have to do it. Anyway, yeah, so we needed to do that in order to get over here. So, is the only reason to incubate another manticore only to break this in case you hadn't done it before? To gain access to this side, to this room here? But then surely he's not going to follow you into the room while you're trying to play the melody, the 64-note melody. That would just be insane. But he does follow you into the room, so I don't know. I guess I'll head back there and we'll see what happens. This time I'm not just going to stand there and let him kill me, I guess. Oof. Or maybe we can destroy him again. Or free him again. Maybe the fireworks are rearmed. So, by the way, yes, you can get in here, and Manticore is very much there, but he's not using his laser eyes for some reason. I don't know why, he's just staring at me spookily. Oh, wait, he actually follows me up here. Oh. Wait. You free the Manticore? Somehow? No freaking way. This is a way to actually get him out of there and bring him to the rest of the game world? Is that what you're saying? Because if so, that's absolute insanity. I'm also one hit away from death, which is kind of not great. Oh, well, and now I'm completely dead. Fascinating. Kinda wish I had confirmed that he was actually going to follow me into this room. Although, he probably would have. I also don't suppose that I actually lured him away from the incubator room for good. That would be too useful, so yeah, probably not. Anyway, I guess I'm... well, we had already saved here, but yeah, I'll just make my way back, and hopefully he's not gonna bother me as I try to input the melody. If I can make it back there. Because that would suck. Okay, I'm back here, and he is definitely very much back. And I'm immediately freaking out. That's not great. Can I just chase you away, please? Okay. That interrupts his laser as well. That is good to know. But surely you're not expecting me to just do that repeatedly so I can make it out of here. Like, make it through this sequence. That is just... no. Unless you're just gonna leave me alone while I'm here? Okay, it looks like he's leaving me alone. Wait. No. Wait. I'm totally singing to him. Is he gonna kill me when I play it wrong or something? That should have been it. I'm reasonably sure that I played all the right notes. But it didn't work. So either it's not the correct song in the first place, but it has to be, right? Or there is something else to this? Oh. Or he just opened his mouth, which turned into a portal. Exit, leave the well achievement. I was never supposed to play the full melody? And now I'm controlling the Manticore. Slowly. Whoa. We have no map. We have no... What the heck is going on here? Oh, it's... the real credits? Some weird distortion was happening there. With his face. It was freaky. Okay. Am I content with that? I mean, yes, almost. I'm not sure if this only happened because I ended up playing the correct melody, or if this wasn't about playing the melody at all. Not in that place, perhaps. I mean, I played a note, and his face changed, and he opened his mouth, and I ended up just jumping into it. I think that it just was a portal, just like the teleport animal heads that we've been using throughout the game. Okay, the credits look the same to me as well. Okay, it's gonna fade out, or is this our life now? Is there something to do? Do we just wait? I'm just gonna not press anything, I guess. I feel like playing the melody didn't have anything to do with the portal effect. It looked like that just activated the moment I played a note. So maybe we don't play... Maybe... Oh. Also, I completely forgot about the whole wall in the egg room looking suspicious. So we're just supposed to play it there. All I needed to do was get to the pedestal and play a single note. So I did all of that in vain. So the melody probably is correct, I just didn't play it in the correct place after all, because I was so focused on doing it in the Manticore room that I just completely forgot what I had already thought of before. Also, I guess we're just stuck here now. We're just gonna have to exit the game. None of the buttons do anything. Can I still use the mouse cursor? Yes, I can. And it doesn't do anything. Okay, I mean, I would love to end the game on this note, honestly, on this screen. The face is still being distorted in the very center of the screen, I guess? Somehow? Ooh. It's pretty. Okay, anyway. But I want to know what's up with the melody. If it's just for another rabbit, then I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay, I played it. I'm pretty sure, again, I didn't mess it up this time. I messed it up once. I don't know if I cut that out. But then I played it again, and as far as I can tell, I played the melody as it appears in this room. So in order to not have to just retry the same thing 5 times over until maybe I don't make a mistake. I mean, obviously I can't be 100% sure, but there might also something else be going on here. So I'm just gonna look up the solution and see if I was close at least. Okay, I'm back armed with new knowledge, and once again I'm a little bit annoyed, but also... So, turns out there are 2 reasons why playing the song didn't work. Because I made 2 mistakes. One is, one's I would say something I could have figured out. There's one upside down egg, and you have to just actually flip it upside down when interpreting the numbers. So it's not a 4, no, it's not a 3, but instead it's a 6. Yeah, because, well, it shows the top 2 lines, it should be the bottom 2, which is 6, yeah. So that needs to be changed to a 6, which of course changes everything. The other thing that I find incredibly non-obvious is that the empty eggs are not 0, they're 8. Which, I mean, okay, at least that's a note you can play. And yes, the 8 is otherwise not present. So, fair enough, I guess. But it just doesn't follow the same logic. The only logic would be there is otherwise no 8, so interpret the zeros as 8s instead. I mean, I guess the same way that, you know, in the decimal system there are 10 digits, but of course one of them is the 0, so, you know, you could use the 0 as a 10 instead, I guess, if you start counting from 1. And since we only have notes starting from 1, we don't start with 0. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It could be explained, of course, but I just couldn't make that particular connection, I guess. So anyway, all of my zeros, which I just left out, should be 8s instead. That's 4 of them total, right? Yes. And that should be that. That should be the melody. However, also, I found a whole rabbit hole, pun kind of intended, as I was looking for this, because this was not actually in the wiki. So where I found this solution, I mean, maybe it is in the wiki, but it was not linked from the page on eggs, or at least I couldn't find it easily. So I found an incredibly well put together, spoiler-free hint guide for this game on Reddit. Fantastically made, with increasingly more spoilery hints for a wide variety of things that many of which I didn't even know were secrets that I was trying to solve. Well, most of them were, I suppose. So it turns out that I think that we're talking about this room here. This is just not accessible, except via hacking, I guess, or via somehow glitching yourself in there, and no one knows what purpose it serves, if any. So that's good to know, I guess. This thing here. Apparently I'm not the only one who's stumped by this, and now I understand why. So, and I actually couldn't quite fathom how this would work in practice, so I even looked up at a video solution, and yeah, I'm just not going to do that. The thing is, I'm happy enough solving all the egg-related puzzles. That's good enough for me. So I'm gonna stop with whatever this song gives me. Did I even see it? I don't know. I don't know if it mentioned what we would get for it. It will open a door here. That much I know. But I had suspected as much before, because that's just, that kind of brick wall. We've seen that open up several times. Everything else, everything past this point, or most of what remains after that point, is bunny related, and it turns out there is a total of 16 of them. So I've found, I think, 8, right? I think it's 8. So there is that many again, and the remaining ones are crazy. Some of them. Like, some of them require just straight up using information from outside the game. Like, one of them is found via a barcode that you have to scan. Like, where is that? I think it's here in this room, where there is just this there's just grass growing there between 2 dog statues. And apparently that can be interpreted as a barcode and read as such, and then I guess it opens a website or something and gives you a melody to play. I don't know if that's how it works, but I guess I could see that being a thing that then has an effect in the game. Right. And things like that. Oh yeah, and the big thing, I suppose, literally the large thing, the pixel screen here, that is apparently supposed to be a collaborative effort, because you get 1/50th of the solution. So you have to find at least 49 other people who have different parts of the mural. And then when you put in all of them, I think that also gives you just another one of the 16 rabbits. And the solution is always the same, apparently. It just forms another pixel art image. So you can just input that and, by just looking up the solution. But that one obviously always requires outside resources, right? So you could not possibly solve that by yourself. And those kinds of things. This one here, you could technically solve if you can figure out how it works. So the way it works is, you cannot switch. You have to switch these blocks around while you're standing in between them, but you cannot do that. However, there's also the fact that when falling in water, you will always respawn on the last bit of solid ground you were standing on. The problem is, there is no water anywhere nearby. So what you gotta do, and I've seen people do this, and I'm sure I could eventually do it myself, but since I'm not willing to find all the other remaining rabbits, at least not on video. I mean, I don't know, maybe after taking a bit of a break from the game at this point, I might feel like fully completing it just for my own enjoyment, but as far as the Let's Play is concerned, I think I'll stop after the eggs. Yeah, and so maybe I will do this eventually, but the way you do it is you stand here, and then you jump, and you traverse all of this path here, not touching the ground a single time. You make it through this gap, and over here, and up this hole, and up into this room here, which has a remote sensor. So in this room, you use the remote to switch the block state globally, then you sink back down, head over here, and fall into this water, which makes you respawn back here in between these walls with the switch state now changed, and then you can continue onward, and it gives you a rabbit. And yeah, apparently it's a bit of a thing. So you just use the bubble wand. You can use the disc, I guess, to travel, but I mean, yeah, I don't feel quite confident about my confident enough about my ability to do those things. I mean, it's, again, I'm sure I could do it, but it's not going to be easy, and it's going to take a couple of attempts, and I'm just not ready to do that right now for something that's ultimately not going to do anything if I'm not also going to find all the other rabbits, right? So, yeah. That's pretty nuts. And I guess I technically saw other things mentioned. I cannot really think of them. Oh, the skulls. Yeah, the skulls. So those just, apparently every time you die in the game, a skull appears. So just make it here without having died X number of times, or more than X number of times. I guess you can probably die a few times without covering up the entrance. But, I don't know, maybe a single time is enough. So just play deathless, basically, or nearly deathless, all the way up to here. Which I don't even remember. How much... No, that's just the end game, of course. Yeah, this is very much the end game. So, thankfully, beyond that is just a cosmetic collectible that doesn't count towards anything. So that's good. Anyway, long story short, I'm gonna play the final melody, hopefully correct this time, and we'll collect the final reward, I suppose. And that's gonna be that. So, let's do it, without any further ado. Okay, I messed up, starting over. Wow, okay, second try, I'll take it. Damn, that's a long-ass sequence. It's a nice little melody, I suppose, on top of that, but... oof. The method of inputting it is a bit obnoxious. Definitely not ideal for a melody of that length. Okay, we got some passage leading up to a chest. The office key, okay, hold on, I guess we're not quite done yet. Right, that's one of the... Oh, you know what, yeah, I saw... Oh, did I read that? No, I did not read that. I didn't read every single hint they had, I guess. Maybe I overlooked that one, or... Certainly did not remember it mentioning solving this puzzle first. But, okay. We can fast travel back there. I have that code somewhere. Oh, that was the very simple one, actually. There we go. And lantern. Oh, the Taurus. There was something about the Taurus, but I also didn't read that. I wanted to just mainly get to the eggs. Right, I'm sure they have info on the clock as well. I guess that's a thing. And there's certainly something going on with it. But the numbers still haven't changed, so I have absolutely no clue what these could be counting. Oh, the stopwatch, I did see that at some point. Apparently, literally all that does is putting the stopwatch here on the pause screen. That's literally all it does. Oh, right. And we want to, I guess, save the game here, because why not? And open the office. Okay. We can't even use the computer. Oh boy. What is this now? Okay, so green light reveals... green light, what? UV light, black light reveals something about bunny ears. Is this only relevant when we have all the bunnies? It's definitely bunny related. BDTP, struct, nibble index, crumb deer 0, crumb deer 1. Okay, the nibble index. Okay. 0, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 8. There seems to be a little figurine of the protagonist on the shelf. That's cute. It doesn't seem like we can do anything else here, so that was a bit anticlimactic. Apparently that was... I guess it's bunny related? BDTP, bunny something? I don't know. Well, I mean, I guess I was hoping for something more than just another step required for a greater puzzle that I decided I'm not going to solve now. So that's, yeah, a bit of an anticlimactic note to end on, I guess. I really wish I could have just ended on reaching the second credits, the Manticore ending, I guess. But it's what it is. At least I'm confident. I'm satisfied, more like, with what I've achieved so far, and I'm happy enough ending the Let's Play here. Obviously, if you're watching this, chances are you're already very familiar with the game and you just wanted to experience someone else's playthrough. Well, I'm choosing to stop here because past this point it gets very meta and, you know, maybe I'll explore it for myself, maybe not. But it's just, yeah, I've got to draw a line somewhere, I think. And this is where. And if you're not familiar with the game and you're still intrigued to find out all the mysteries, there are plenty of videos out there, I'm sure, that will show off the last couple of secrets. So, yeah. So I will just say thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon in another Let's Play. Bye-bye.